The New York Rangers have officially been eliminated from playoff contention as they will not be making the playoffs for the second straight year, and they're only the second team eliminated from playoff contention, joining the Vancouver Canucks and the first team in the Eastern Conference. A disastrous season for the New York Rangers as they hoped it would be better than last season, missing the playoffs 2 straight years. But just 2 years ago, this team was a President's Trophy winning team, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, only 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup Finals. And now, the roster has been gutted. They thought by trading veterans like Trouba and Kreider and Miller that would improve the team. In fact, really didn't. And this team has no culture whatsoever, as a lot of nights they look lifeless. They thought changing the head coach, hiring Mike Sullivan, Stanley Cup winning coach, that didn't work. And the list of issues with this Rangers team, you can go on and on and on about, but let's try to go into a few key points. For one, it took way too long to play the young kids. Lafreniere had a horrible first half of the year, but it's been great post-Olympic break. Gabe Perreault didn't really get much of a chance either, but again, post-Olympic break, he's been fantastic. Those are probably your 2 building blocks. Mika Zibanejad has been the Rangers' best forward throughout the whole season. And outside of that, there's been very few bright sides. JT Miller being named captain of this team, he's been anything but a good leader. He's been anything but a good hockey player. He's been playing on the third line of late. And this is a guy who got locked up for 6 more seasons. So, brutal for the New York Rangers. But the biggest issues with the Rangers is their general manager, Chris Drury. He's not very good. He makes terrible trades. In fact, I can't tell you the last time that Chris Drury actually won a trade. So starting with this season, he sends out a letter letting everybody know we're going to retool. Let's say it. Let's tip our poker hand, right? And we trade Artemi Panarin, who was probably the best offensive player available at the trade deadline. And granted, he had a full no-move clause, so he held the cards. But other teams have moved players with full no moves and gotten decent returns. For Artemi Panarin, a mid-level prospect in Liam Greentree, who might be a middle 6 forward, and a third-round pick. Not a great return. Trade Carson Soucy for a third-round pick? Okay, I can live with that. But then Sam Carrick, with only a $1 million cap hit, who's been fantastic for the Rangers, the only Ranger that really shows a lot of fight day in, day out. And he had a year of term left at only a $1 million cap hit. I mean, so you could have kept him. Trade him for a third and a 6, and he's been doing fantastic in Buffalo. Great addition for them. Vincent Trocheck was the biggest name on the trade block. He was the biggest fish. NHL Network had him at number 1, and he's the guy that was going to get a lot of return. And the question is, why would you trade him if you're going to retool? Because that's not a retool. That's a pretty good player you would want as part of the retool. But then you didn't trade him, so there was no return on it. So we just announced a letter to get 3 third-round picks and a prospect. Nobody on the team no player came back on the Rangers that's playing currently from any of these trades. So how is that exactly a retool? What the Rangers are really going into is a rebuild. This team has no building blocks. Will Borgen, Schneider on the back end have not had good seasons. Matthew Robertson's been okay, but he's probably a 6'7" defenseman at best. Gavrikov had a good season. Fox has been hurt, if he can stay healthy. But there's rumors going around that Fox and Shesterkin might be asked if they want to be part of this long-term solution. And they could be very well out of here. In fact, there's a lot of friction between Adam Fox, Chris Drury, and Mike Sullivan, especially over the Team USA drama. Not good. So where does that leave the New York Rangers? Well, at least they're going to have a top pick in this draft. So that's good. They don't have much draft capital after that. They have a first-round pick this year. They have a late second-round pick. But they don't have their second-round pick next year. They have 4 third-round picks. So, given the Rangers' track record of drafting players, I wouldn't hold my breath. As for prospects go, well, currently with the Rangers facing elimination, they've been playing career AHL forwards. Guys that haven't even been in the league last season, and players they picked up off waivers. So really, not much in the cupboard. And their AHL team, Hartford, not great. So to be 100% honest with you, the Rangers aren't going to be very good for a long time. And there's not really a lot to be optimistic about. Even when you look at somebody great like Igor Shesterkin in net. Jonathan Quick has had a horrible season. So Rangers need to find a backup goalie, and they need to find it quick because Shesterkin's out. Rangers are really, really struggling. So all in all, the future looks very bleak for the New York Rangers. There are some bright spots. I think that top line can be good. We'll see if Vincent Trocheck does actually get traded in the offseason. I doubt it. But expect the Rangers to be very active in trying to improve this roster because it's not very good right now, and they need to do a lot to improve it. But I don't know, guys. I've been on record saying that I don't think the Rangers will make the playoffs in the 2020s. They won't make it till the 2030s. Guess we'll have to see.